And tomorrow is here, oh. And tomorrow is here. Diama, esi mepe adiwa. Makana miri ababako. Industrial revolution. Abata konde nukunu. Okwa digital economy. Yeah. Agricultural revolution, oh. Yeah. Esin chekwa paper. The rock. Oporus odima. The rock. Esa wike marama. The rock. Quality education and all-round development. Yo. The rock. And tomorrow is here. I say my tomorrow is here. And tomorrow is here. I know.
Enugu State government reassures residents of commitment to ensuring safety of lives and property, just as women in focus, as state government continues to implement policies to improve their lives and advocate for exclusive breastfeeding for newborn babies. Good to have you join us on this week's edition of the program. My name is Chika Ubu. And before we go into details of the stories and more, let's take a short break. Welcome back. Just like the saying, ladies first, we will begin by telling you that the wife of Enugu State Governor, Nkechinyere Mba, has made a concerted call on all key players, including the government, to work together to protect the rights of women and encourage exclusive breastfeeding for newborn babies for proper development of the children. She made the call at the official flag-off of the 2024 World Breastfeeding Week with the theme, Closing the Gap, Breaking the Record with 1,000 breastfeeding women. This year's World Breastfeeding Week, which is led by the wife of the First Lady of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, in collaboration with the Office of the Wives of Governors in the 36 states across the country, witnessed a large number of lactating mothers from the 17 local government areas of the state. Wife of Enugu State Governor regretted that exclusive breastfeeding rate in Nigeria has remained persistently low, hence the platform to promote optimal breastfeeding practice and combat social stigma around breastfeeding. She noted that the event will garner global attention and encourage action towards exclusive breastfeeding, which will improve maternal and child health.
Today's campaign is a clarion call to address these issues and provide the support every mother needs to give her child the best start in life. In partnership with the Ministry of Health, the Enugu State Primary Healthcare Development Agency, the Nutrition Department, UNICEF Nigeria, and other dedicated partners, we are embarking on a groundbreaking initiative that will simultaneously set a new world record for the most lactating women breastfeeding. The goal is to gather at least 30,000 lactating women across 30 major cities and internationally displayed camps in Nigeria. Enugu State proudly contributes 1,000 of these women at today's flag-off ceremony. This effort aims to surpass the current record of 21,000 held by the Philippines since 2013.
Other key players describe the theme of the event apt, as Nigeria will be breaking the world record previously held by the Philippines on exclusive breastfeeding. The said breast milk contains all the perfect balance of nutrients essential for infant growth and development in the first 6 months.
Nigeria is about to make a world history that prior to this time was being held by by the Philippines. All over Nigeria, we have over 30,000 mothers who have breastfed their babies simultaneously. I must say, it is not just the act, but it is the thought behind it. The fact that we are using this to promote exclusive breastfeeding and to reignite the passion of breastfeeding amongst our mothers. It is pertinent to note that over time, the rate of breastfeeding, not just in Nigeria, but the world over, has recorded a sustained decline. But with this program, we are hoping to get us back on track, to let us know that breast milk is indeed the only thing that babies need for the first 6 months. I want us to know, if we're not taking anything out of here today, I want to say that breast milk is the most effective vaccine you as a mother can give your child today. And that is because the breast milk is packed with a lot of enzyme, with a lot of immunoglobulins that ensure that your children are safe from all of the infectious diseases and they are able to overcome allergies.
Exclusive breastfeeding is an age-old activity. It is not something new, but it is made appropriate in its recognition as a very important activity that we should not lose, but that we should rather promote. So, in the guise and in the need to ensure that appropriate technology is implemented, to ensure that we continually adjust to the physical, social, and mental stimulus that always besets us and makes it difficult for us to stay. The health system brings health to you and tries to promote the simplest ways to ensure that we have a healthy citizenry. The Enugu State government, led by our governor, Barrister Dr. Peter Simba, has one of his objectives as to attain a zero poverty index. It is an opportunity for us to tell our people, all the women gathered here, that you are contributing to a zero poverty index for Enugu State when you carry out this simple activity that we are promoting, which is breastfeed your child exclusively for the first 6 months of that child's life. And you will be helping us to create the type of individual, the type of Enugu State inhabitants, the type of Enugu State citizen that will help us to achieve that ultimate maxim that this administration is pushing forward, which is that our tomorrow is here.
We extend our goodwill message to you and your team for the great work that you are doing in Enugu State. Medical Women Association of Nigeria is the body of all female doctors in Enugu State, and we are focused on collaborating with the government and other agencies to ensure that our women and our children in Enugu State get the best of care. Our focus is on maternal and child health, and we have been part of your program so far, and thank you for the great work we are doing and for the state with you. And importantly, on this day, we want to please plead with the government to strengthen breastfeeding support in the workplace.
It is a program where our mothers, whether young, average or old, will be taught on the importance of breastfeeding, which is very, very healthy for the life of the little child that is growing up. And we know that if we get their health condition right at that very early stage, it is for our own good. Imagine a child that has sound mind, you don't have any much stress in his or her upbringing.
This year, we want to really recognize breastfeeding moms, ensure they are seen and heard, and share relatable human expectancies and experiences about breastfeeding and the importance of multi-level support.
ISAF is indeed happy to continue to collaborate with the Enugu State government to improve the lives of children and women in the state.
to health and well-being is very important as poor nutrition results in poor health outcomes.
This is my second child, and Fanta Omoyam for the first 6 years. Anabu, if one is here, Memo exclusive, a Sigimba, na Yacharia, let me just tell you the truth. Even the exclusive, the immune system are very strong. And the other thing, the Metasina, Nago, it hopefully for you very strong.
The event, which targeted over 30,000 breastfeeding mothers across the country, was performed simultaneously across the 36 states of the Federation, with over 1,000 lactating mothers breastfeeding their children in each state. And still on women, a delegation from the Global Affairs Canada and Action Aid Nigeria have applauded Governor Mba for his administration's commitment to implementing policies aimed at improving the living standard of women and girls. They made a commendation when they paid the governor a courtesy visit with the aim of partnering and supporting the state government in promoting gender-based programs. Women, no doubt, are the bedrock of any society, and investing in their rights has profound impact on sustainable development. However, oftentimes women are relegated to the background and discriminated against, maltreated, and abused. It is against this backdrop that the Global Affairs Canada initiated and funded the Women's Voice and Leadership Nigeria. It is a project aimed at tackling the barriers to gender equality and supporting women and girls' empowerment through provision of financial and technical resources. The intervention is also designed to respond to challenges faced in the efforts to eliminate discrimination and rights violation in policy and legislation.
The project has provided a total of over 261 million naira in granting to organizations, and partners were able to reach directly over 520,000 direct participants and over 1.3 million indirect participants here in the country, in the state, sorry. And the key results for this specific part of the project are that legal and psychological first aid services were provided to survivors. There was grant and startup material to over 700 women for income-generating activities. 160 women were sworn into traditional council cabinet across 22 communities.
They attributed part of the successes recorded so far in the intervention program to the state government and sought further partnership in promoting gender equality.
We've enjoyed a strong collaboration with the state governments in promoting gender equality, women's empowerment. We recognize that women are the bedrock of any society, and investing in their rights has a profound impact on sustainable development. Global Affairs Canada and Action Aid celebrate the significant achievements of the Women's Voice and Leadership Project WVL in Nigeria. This is a project that has been on in the state over the last 5 years, as mentioned today. The project has empowered women and girls thanks to the dedication and collaboration of all involved, including the state government. We extend our heartfelt appreciation to His Excellency, Governor Peter Mba, for facilitating this meeting and graciously hosting us and other partners.
Since 2018, through our local rights program, LRP, we have supported renovations and community empowerment within the state. The project, initiated in 2019, has also made a remarkable impact through the partners.
Governor Mba acknowledged that his administration's vision of eradicating poverty could not be realized without putting women into consideration. Hence, the state government's zero tolerance to gender-based violence.
We have a goal to eradicate poverty in Enugu State, and we know that our women bear most of the poverty, most of the brunt of poverty, and so a lot of the programs we implement here are largely biased towards women. We're talking about how to empower at least 20,000 of our rural women by, again, scaling up their trade and enhancing their productivity. I'm glad you also speak on agriculture. We realize that our women also are active in that space. So we just recently passed a law that will help us reduce the fragilities that are currently some time ago witnessed between our farmers and the headers. So we just passed a law now that allows us to have a proper ranch management system, which we believe is going to help end open grazing of cattle and cows, so that we can, one of the major challenges we have is with our farmers complaining about their farmland being destroyed and all that. So we are addressing that actively. So we want to assure you of our commitment towards the empowerment of the girls, child, and women.
The governor also reassured of his administration's commitment to implementing programs that will aid the realization of the aims and objectives of the Women's Voice and Leadership Nigeria project and the Action Aid Nigeria in Enugu. Livestock Production and Resilience Support Project, LPRESS, is set to build a state-of-the-art veterinary hospital in Enugu to help in disease control in animals. The LPRESS National Coordinator, Sanusi Abubakar, made this known when he paid the governor a courtesy visit. The decision to site the veterinary hospital for the Southeast region in Enugu State, according to the LPRESS National Project Coordinator, was born out of Governor Mba's vision and policies to unlock economic potentials in agriculture, as well as the international airports located in the state. He also noted that their visit was to deliver 100,000 doses of anthrax vaccine and assess implementation process of the LPRESS in the state.
The modern hospital, Your Excellency, will carry out disease surveillance, ensuring good animal husbandry health and advisory services, carrying out disease eradication service such as vaccination, etc., ambulatory services to clusters and remote locations.
Governor Peter Mba, who expressed delight over the choice of siting the veterinary hospital in the state, said a suitable location has been provided for the projects. The governor noted that his administration has put in place policies and legal framework to help harness the economic potentials of livestock sector, enhance the value chain in animal husbandry space, and promote production of meat not just for consumption but for exportation.
Enugu was one of the tripods on which the then newly independent Nigeria was also built. Enugu in the east, Ibadan in the west, and Kaduna in the north. These were the three regions. So you can see that your choice for Enugu is quite opposite. So we welcome that, and we cannot convey enough the depth of our gratitude for picking Enugu or choosing Enugu to site the regional veterinary hospital. This is also coming at a time when we have also outlined an ambitious target for our agriculture sector. When we came in, we moved our agriculture ministry to what is today known as Ministry of Agriculture and Agro-Allied Industrialization. And that's largely because we see the value in strengthening our agriculture sector beyond just growing or increasing our production. We see the value in also processing, having value in all the value chain, creating those value and making sure that we capture them. And so that's why we're beyond production, we're also interested in processing. Okay, but in order for us to process, we also need to scale up the production. We see a lot of value also in the animal husbandry value chain. So we started off with, it was almost like we were all working with the LPRES programs or projects in concert, because we've looked at your components, and we also here in Enugu State have started with the same thing you're propagating, which is strengthening the institution. So which is what the new law that I recently signed, the Ranch Management Agency law of Enugu State, is intended to achieve. We see that there are quite a lot of economic opportunities in the livestock space, which we need to unlock. And we felt that we need to start first by putting in place a robust policy and having a legal framework that can support those policies.
The governor also seized the opportunity to express his administration's readiness to partner any genuine investment in the livestock business, stating that the state is safe and conducive for businesses to thrive. This is where we draw the curtain on this week's edition of the program. Let's do it again, same time next week, God willing. So till then, enjoy the rest of the week.
Tomorrow is here. Tomorrow is here. Drama. Esimepe adiwa. Makana miria babako. Industrial revolution. Abata konde nukunu. Okwa digital